All right, we are live, people. Happy Thursday.
Yeah.
It's Thursday, right? It's good to see you. Everybody give us a shout out in the chat if you're hearing us fine, if you're seeing us fine. And we're super excited to have you all here with our live stream today. We've got Kathy on, it looks like Albert, George, James. Awesome's checking in. Very, very cool. Hey, well, today is a very exciting day.
Yes.
In Full Circle Music Land. For many of y'all, this will be the first time you're hearing about Song Chasers. I wore my hat today just to
I forgot
to coordinate with the celebration. But this has been something that our team has been working on for a long time. Well, actually not that long, but working very hard for a short amount of time to make this thing happen. So a little bit of backstory. I started the Academy back in 2017, I believe it was. And it started with a podcast, the Full Circle Music Show, which morphed then into the Made It in Music podcast. And along the way, started doing live events. We did a boot camp. That was awesome. Had a bunch of aspiring musicians and music makers come and hang out with us for the weekend. That turned into doing a course. We created a music production mastery course, and then we created a songwriting mastery course. And one thing that we found, and that we kept hearing over and over and over again, was the course is great, but it's like, what do you do after you finish taking the course? Like, how do you find people to collaborate with?
Right.
How do you go deeper? How do you have accountability? How do you, because that's the thing with courses is like courses are as great as you make them.
Right.
Like a lot of people will buy courses and not really ever put it into practice.
Right. It's valuable content. It's a lot of like education, but
then
where do you go from there, right?
Yeah.
How do you apply that? So
yeah. So awesome. We got some people responding out there. Maggie's loving the podcast. Awesome. Thank you, Maggie. So we felt this need to create something where people could go deeper and connect beyond just a course setting. And so what we created was a thing called Song Chasers. Now, Song Chasers, if you rewind, we originally had a Facebook group that accompanied our songwriting course. And that was cool. It did okay, but as you're on all these platforms like Facebook, there's just so much other stuff that we couldn't control just with how Facebook does things and just social media in general and the algorithms. And like, if we wanted to get the word out about something, we wouldn't be able to get it out to people. And it just was getting clogged up. And so we put our heads together and decided, okay, we really want to make Song Chasers its own world, like its own ecosystem, its own community. And that's the word that kind of kept rising to the top. Is like, what we really want to create is a community. We've got the course. We want to build a community for songwriters. So our version 1 was a Facebook group. Our version 2, we hosted on a third-party platform, and we have been using it for the last several months now.
We're almost to a year.
Has it been a year already?
Almost, yeah, in August. We're coming up on it. Yeah.
So first year on another platform, and then we eventually got to the point where like a lot of people were getting in, they were using it, they were loving it, but there were a few things that were roadblocks with that platform. So we're like, okay, well, how do we solve these problems? Because one of the big things that people wanted was to be able to easily find good collaborators. And with how that platform was, and to be honest, how a lot of platforms are, it's just really hard to whittle through like, okay, well, how do I find somebody who's a songwriter at like a similar skill level for me? Or how do I find somebody who even does like the same style of music that I do?
Right, lots of factors.
A lot of factors. So that combined with the fact that we just wanted to be able to curate the experience for songwriters every step of the way, we decided to take it a step further and create our own platform and our own app. So that's what we're celebrating today.
Yes.
Today, you could, I guess, call the unveiling of our Song Chasers app. And we're going to show you in just a few minutes a little bit on the inside of what it looks like. And when I say app, it is its own app. It's on. It's going to be on the Apple App Store. It's going to be on the Google Play Store.
But it's also a web app as well. So
yes,
that'll also be a thing. So in the next coming of days, we'll be opening it up. So
Yeah, so it's not live just yet.
but we just want to give y'all a little sneak peek.
You get
to
the
what's
first look inside. So
Yeah.
we've got kind of a beta version up at the moment, but the public version will be live on the App Store here in just a few short days. And we'll of course let you know when that is. But today's all about showing you the inside of what it is going to be. And thank you, Kristen and Mandy. Josh says congrats. Bill loves the whole concept, long overdue. Doug Knitsky, fantastic. Crystal and Trinidad and Tobago in the building. That's awesome. Got some international folks here in the house. We got Calvary Chapel, Homestead, Miami in the house. Scott Copeland, good to see you. Mandy, good to see you. I'm a butterfly, good to see you. James Stanley, sweets. Thank you. It's good to see y'all. So yeah, any other info, or should we just kind of jump into the platform?
Yeah, I mean, for anybody wondering who I am,
that
I'm
is
just
a
this
great
like random person.
That is a
with you.
great thing. I should introduce Riley. I assume everybody knows Riley by now because we do this
every
week
yeah.
within Song Chasers. But for those of you who are new to the Song Chasers world, who is Riley Taylor?
Oh my God.
Maybe you can give the introduction here.
Yeah, oh, sure. Yeah. Like you said, I'm Riley Taylor. I am the Song Chasers community manager. I work for Full Circle Music and I help run our podcast and our social media, and I run this awesome community. So it's been super, super fun getting to just hang out with all the people in the community and get to know everybody. And I don't know, I love it. So
yes,
super excited.
Yeah, Riley is our faithful community manager and is a big part of why the community is so awesome and bringing people together and helping put connections and put on events and host events and do trainings and all the things that you do.
Well, thank you.
So thank you for what you do.
No, thank you. I mean, this is awesome, but ultimately we're here because of these wonderful people.
Yes.
So
we are here for you. And yes, we are live. I did see somebody posted a comment of, is this actually live? Yes, we are actually
we are live. We're
We're
sitting
live.
here. This reminds me of our weekly coffee chats. So
yeah,
we'll talk more about that in a little bit.
Yeah. So yeah, Kathy's saying Song Chasers is great, and we all love Riley. I'm kind of like the opening act, and Riley's the headliner in Song Chasers. That's how things kind of generally work.
That is not how I feel.
I'm just the bench warmer here.
You're warming up.
So yeah, let's go ahead and show people what it's going to look like.
Yeah.
Or what it does look like, I should say.
Yeah, it does exist.
I'll go ahead and do a screen share on Google Chrome. All right. So this should be showing up now. So this, I'm currently showing it to you on my desktop, but this is exactly what it looks like within the app. And as you can see, it's a beautiful thing. It's very clean, very easy to navigate. If you've used social media of any kind, it will be very easy for you to just jump in.
Yes. It's just like your normal social media feed without the distractions and the algorithms and the craziness.
Exactly. So, it's perfectly curated.
Yes, custom platform.
So as you can see, you can kind of just scroll around just like any feed. For those of you out there maybe asking, well, why in the world should we sign up for another platform? Like, why can we not just do this on Facebook or on something? Well, we've done it on Facebook. We've done it on Mighty Networks, and none of those provide the experience that we want to be able to provide for songwriters in terms of curating a journey and helping create transformations and community for people. So that is why it's distraction free. You're not getting bombarded with advertising. That's a breath of fresh air for a lot of people. Not having to get stuff sold to you 24/7. And so it's just clean, it's simple, and it's perfectly purposeful is a good way to say it.
I like that. Yes. So this is the homepage. This is kind of when you first open the app, this is the first thing that you're going to see. It's your, curated activity feed. So you can kind of scroll down and you can see some of my posts already that I've kind of made in the past week. You can see we do a video of the week and we do a discussion question of the week, and we always have a member spotlight. Shout out to Joseph. He was this week's spotlight in the community. So it's always super fun. We love shouting out our members that are just being so awesome and so active in the community. So that's a super fun thing that we do. But we're just always trying to pour out like valuable content weekly to you guys. So this is just like a weekly cadence that we have.
Yes, and daily, to be honest.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
there's new
really.
stuff happening all the time. So
Yes.
as you can see, we've got some test posts, but up at the top, well, let's just start by this. If you want to click on any of the members, this is one of the awesome things about this app is you can now have badges, which in our world, we have something that we call bronze, silver, and gold, which kind of allows you to have a target and allows you to move through the ranks, so to speak, and be able to find people who are at a similar level in the journey. So we'll now be able to do that with badges where you'll just instantly be able to see, okay, this person's gold or they're, they're bronze or they're silver, and you can just filter through that.
Yeah, and basically, like, to go a little bit more in depth on that, like with bronze, silver, and gold, it is very quantitative. Yeah, I'm making sure I say that right. Quantitative. So it's like, there's a bunch of requirements of basically like, have you written this amount of songs? Have you co-written this amount of songs? Are there this many high quality demos and that kind of thing? And so it kind of just shows you if you're at a bronze, silver, or gold level, like which level you're at, you can kind of distinguish, oh, this person's written this many songs, or they, that kind of thing. So it's just another fun way of, saying, this person's at this level kind of thing. But we have other badges as well. You can kind of see Logan is our awesome VP of marketing. And so he kind of runs our academy, but he is on admin. And so you can kind of tell like who are the hosts in the community who, can like post the announcements and all the good stuff. So
exactly. Yeah. So it's really good. Obviously, you have a bio where you can read about each other. It's just a lot better sorted because you're able to see, okay, top genre, what does this person do? Okay, well, what else do? They do rock, pop, punk, rock, pop, punk. Say that 3 times fast.
Yeah.
Electronic dance, alternative. See what's their main instrument, piano, what instrument skill level, intermediate, what other instruments, do they sing? And this is an important part. People wanted to be able to know, is this person a hobbyist or are they a career seeker?
Yeah.
And so maybe you can talk a little bit about that and why we kind of chose to subcategorize it this way.
Yeah, I mean, Song Chasers, like, we want to be so inclusive of everybody. Like, we definitely don't want this to be a situation where this is only for people that are like trying to achieve these massive music goals and like really go for a career in music. But we also know like people just love songwriting and just like want to constantly get better at it. And it may just be a hobby, and that is like so okay. And so, we also want to help, maybe the people that are chasing after that career, maybe they want to write with other people who are also chasing after that career, or they want to write with hobbyists. It's just a really good way to distinguish kind of like, what is your ultimate goal? And it's also so okay if that goal changes. We have seen people in Song Chasers already start off at hobbyists, and now they're a career seeker. Now they want to, really go after it. And so that was just another good way of, you can see where people are and see what they want to do with this.
Yeah.
So
well said.
Yeah.
Thank you, Riley. So obviously closest major city, that can be helpful if people
Super
want to
helpful. Yeah.
connect with people in their own physical area
Yeah.
for co-writes or collaborations or hangs. An artist, are you an artist or are you not an artist? There's a lot of people in Song Chasers who maybe aren't necessarily pursuing a career as an artist or a path as an artist. They may just want to write songs.
Right. And you need help finding artists.
Exactly.
It's really, it's a really cool thing if you have somebody that's an established artist and you're looking to, I really want to write a song with you or for you or, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Kristen says, I love how all these updates are taken directly from our feedback. You guys are amazing at this. See, and thank you for saying that, Kristen. With all of these ideas, like, I mean, we had a meeting last summer, I think it was. I think it might have even been before you were on with us.
Even really, yeah.
Because you came on with us in August, right? Yeah. So I remember we were like sitting on my back porch. We literally had like a whiteboard and just threw a bunch of ideas out. And so we've been through already like 3 or 4 iterations of what our idea has morphed into. And this is a result of what you, our active users, have said you want. And so, yes, I'm really, really glad that you brought that up, Kristen, because we do care, and we're not interested in just making another app for the sake of making an app. I mean, the world doesn't need another app.
Yeah,
Let's face it.
we want it to be useful and valuable and exactly what you guys need and want. So
Yes.
it's great to hear for
Yeah,
sure.
the whole goal, the whole mission of all of this, just to zoom out even beyond the technicalities of it, is we really want to create a community and environment where songwriters can come in, it's safe, they can thrive, they can grow, they can meet other collaborators, and they can really kind of get to the next level and achieve success, whatever that looks like for each individual person. And it's going to be different for every individual person. You know, not every single songwriter's success is going to look like winning a Grammy Award.
Right.
Success might literally be, hey, I finished my first song finally and put it out there into the world after 15 years of being scared and sitting on my stuff. Like we've seen stuff like that. Or success for some people may be like, hey, I did my first co-write, and then I did my second, and then I did my 100th. Like, I mean, we've seen people who had never co-written a song before come in the group, and 6 months later they've done 100 co-writes.
Yeah, easily.
And that's a real example. So
yeah, we want to cater to all of those definitions of success and all of those, you know, different goals. So, you know, that's another reason why we created Song Chasers.
For sure. So as you can see, the bio is, for those of you guys who are familiar with our Song Chasers world and have been in our world for a while, this is greatly improved. As you can see, we also have a follow feature, just like any other social media site. I'll go ahead and follow Logan. I need to enable push notifications. I'll back up and do that later.
So go back to home.
Let me go back to home here. Right, there we go. Okay, so
Back on
let's go back to Logan, and I can now DM him as well too. So just like any other platform, we have a DM feature, which is really nice because you can meet people and directly connect with people and send them messages. That's a really nice feature. That can be a great way for people to find collaborators. Like you may go to their bio and send them a message and say, hey, here's my stuff. You want to do a co-write, you know?
Yeah.
And that's how a lot of it starts.
Yeah. If you go back to Logan's profile, I just want to like mention a couple of things about the bio specifically on that. Like he was kind of saying, you can go through their bio and see, you know, I'm looking for a producer who does this or this or this or this. Another thing, like when you'll fill out the bio when you automatically like get into the app and you're like you're setting up your account and these questions are automatically asked. You can go ahead and just like fill it out. And if you'll open it up just a little bit, or go back, sorry.
Right here.
That, yeah. So at the bottom, there are also like additional questions that you can answer, and that's such as like all your music platforms. So you can add your Spotify and your YouTube links and your Apple Music links and your social media links and all of that. So somebody can literally go and find your music and be like, oh, I really like this person's stuff. I really want to co-write with them. And then you send them a message or whatever. So there are additional questions that you can also answer that are not right here. But there is a place for that, I promise.
Yeah, so good.
Just wanted to like mention that as well. These are all questions that you will be asked immediately as you're setting up your Song Chasers account. So yeah, and then if you scroll down a little bit as well on your profile, you can see recent posts. So Logan's only made one post, but you know, as you start to really like dive into the community and make posts, all of your posts will be in that one place.
Yes.
So,
and these may seem like super simple things, but in the process of building a network and an app, these are not simple things, but it's all the things on the back end that you don't think about that you're like, okay, this is what is going to make the experience so much better for the end user.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm glad you pointed that out. And I also do want to point out, Doug, really appreciate Doug's comment. I'm just going to scroll up.
Yeah.
Said there's no doubt about Full Circle Music, real people with great hearts for all of our goals. Thank you so very much, guys. You're awesome.
Yeah, Doug is in Song Chasers. That's awesome.
Thank you, Doug. I appreciate it. We did not pay Doug to say that.
It was not sponsored.
No, not a sponsored post. We appreciate that, Doug. Thank you.
Yeah. So like Seth was saying, you can message and follow somebody. And yes, if you follow somebody, that kind of just like means like you're curating your activity feed even more. So if you only want to see Logan's content, you can do that. So yes, before we move on, Seth just clicked on the magnifying glass. So which question did you click on?
I clicked on his bio magnifying glass.
So go down to maybe
top genre or?
Yeah, top genre. So if you wanted, so I guess nobody else is put that as their top genre. There's not a lot of people in the community quite yet, but
Here's
yeah,
additional genres.
you can see other people who put additional genres, like Logan put pop, rock, punk, all of those. So you can kind of see other people who do that as well. It's just a really good way to filter if you want to see other people that do the same thing. And you can do that for any of the questions. You can go and see same instrument, other people that also play piano. So
You can
all
find,
kinds of stuff.
you know, are there other artists? Obviously, this
Right.
can be a huge one.
Right.
If you want to find, if you're a songwriter and you want to find artists to write with, because
Mhm.
ultimately that's who you want to be writing with. If you want to get songs recorded, is
Right.
writing with artists who are releasing music.
Right.
If you're
Same with this,
you know,
yeah.
a music producer.
Or city too. Like the city is a big thing. If you're wanting to write with somebody in person and you really want to reach out to Logan or Caitlin or Chase or myself or Nick or Alex and write with somebody in Nashville, that's another way to do it.
Exactly. Yeah. Any other things on the bio that we want to check out? Or not the bio, but the profiles.
Let me. Cool. I think that's it for the profile. Yeah, that looks good.
So we'll go back. We'll go back home.
So yeah, the home section. We
So
could
we've got-
probably talk about the groups. As you can see, my groups. We have 3 main groups: announcements, getting started, and the community group. The community group is just like a free-for-all group where everybody, it is totally optional to be in this group. You do not have to, by all means, but this is kind of where you can just like share a win and share a song and, you know, post a life update or all kinds of stuff. There are no posts in it right now, but you can see there are definitely people in there. But yeah, songwriting updates, and you can like, oh, my song's coming out this Friday, go stream it, stuff like that. It's just like to really like have that community that is for everyone, but it's also optional if you do not want to be in that group as well. The getting started group is also nothing in there quite yet, but everything is being transferred over as we speak. So this is just going to be all about, you know,
just getting onboarded onto the platform.
Yeah,
itself.
welcome videos, how to go about using the platform, how to set up your profile, you know, what badges mean, all the menu, all kinds of stuff like that, icebreaker questions. If you guys have any questions, you can comment them here as well. So this is just all about getting started in the community.
Yep.
And then we have our announcements group, and I know there are some posts in this group. I have made them. This is kind of where I like we were talking about that kind of like daily, weekly cadence, all of the videos and the questions of the week and the member spotlights. We also have contributors that are going to be posting like lessons for you guys, like valuable content every single week. It's where, you know, the staff will be posting, you know, announcements and just like updates and all of the things that you guys need to know, all the fun stuff that'll be in the announcements group.
Exactly.
So that is the group's situation for now.
And obviously, just like any other social media site, you have your notifications, so you can see who
Yep.
followed you, you can see who liked your post.
Somebody messaged you, same kind of thing.
Yeah, if I'm following Riley, something will post there. So same type of deal there. Obviously, got your own profile. You click on that, and somebody asked, can we link to other platforms like Reverb Nation? Yes. I've got like a Twitter and an Instagram and my Spotify page linked.
But you can add others too.
You can add others. You could add your YouTube channel. You could add your website.
Yeah.
You could add
Apple Music,
any of that.
all of them.
Exactly. And that's a big part of it is, you know, you want people to hear what you're doing.
Yeah.
So.
Definitely recommend. Also, I just want to point out before we move that. So we're on Seth's profile right now, and you see that plus sign in the bottom right-hand corner. This is just another way to create a post. And you can post that to announcements or the community group and make a post.
Yep.
So yeah, we can
check out the menu.
Yeah, let's check out the menu. So right at the top, we have the member directory. This week kind of started talking about filtering a little bit, but we can go ahead and go into the directory, and you can kind of see everybody that is in the community. So you're kind of hovering over my thing right there, and it has that little message button in the corner. So he could immediately,
DM you.
yeah, he can immediately like DM me. But this is also a way, so if you go back to member directory, go up to that top right-hand corner, the filter button. This is something really cool where you can filter out any of these things, and you can also like stack filters. So say you're looking for somebody that's in like the pop genre that also plays piano, that is really skilled singer or something like that. So like you can just really filter this down and like find people. It's just such an awesome way to filter down to like what you're looking for. This is one of the things that we tried to solve from Mighty Networks and coming over to have our own app. Was this member directory was a huge. So
exactly. So that's exciting. A really, really great renewed members directory. Let's see, how do I get out of here now? Back button. Where's my home at? So where am I here? So
you like refresh it?
As you can see, this is on my desktop that I'm showing this. If you're on, we were going to do this demo from the actual phone. We couldn't really figure out a good tech way to show you that, but it just works flawlessly on your phone. So okay, so Song Chasers, we'll just refresh that. Okay,
Yeah,
so
let's
back
head
to
over
our
there.
menu.
Let's
So
head into the events.
events. This is where we get to have a lot of fun and
Yeah.
come together on a weekly basis. Well, usually more than weekly.
Sometimes. Yeah. So as you can see, we have some upcoming events. All of our events will be here. And like coffee chats. Do we want to talk about coffee chats for a second?
Yeah, coffee chats. And if y'all are on Song Chasers already, maybe you can shout out like what have been some of your favorite events?
Yeah.
I know coffee chats for a lot of people are like a staple.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a weekly thing we do every single Friday is our coffee chats. And
there's not a lot of agenda to it. We're literally just hopping on. We talk about our monthly themes and challenges, of any struggles we're dealing with. We share wins, and just talk about what's going on in the life of our community and songwriters.
Yeah.
And random stuff.
People come with questions sometimes, related to publishing things or songwriting things or production questions. It's all, there is no agenda. We just we have fun with it though. So that's usually with you and I every Friday. We do once a month though with me and X O'Connor. And that's always super fun as well. So we have our coffee and we hang out for an hour.
Yep.
So
it's really fun,
super, super fun. People are saying they love the Watch Me Work sessions. We'll definitely talk about that. Also the song sharing sessions and coffee chats. Yeah, love coffee chats.
Somebody said speed writing.
Yeah, we'll definitely talk about that as well. That's awesome. Cool. So yes.
We do training sessions as well.
Yes. As you can see, I'll be doing a training next week. And so we do training sessions with industry pros every month. Usually it's revolving around the monthly theme. Are you going?
I'm going.
Very sweet.
I'm going to both of these.
Oh, sick. Also, as you can see, like he just clicked join event and links right to your Zoom. So that's
very easy,
really awesome. And if you click add to calendar, go ahead and click add to calendar. I'll take you right to our add event page where you can see, you can add it directly to your calendar. So another awesome thing.
Super easy.
Yeah. So if you go down, let's go to the kickoff party. We have kickoff parties every month, and this is usually where we announce our monthly theme, as well as our monthly challenges. We talk about, we ask questions like, what do you guys want to, learn this month? So this past month in June, we've been talking about rhyme. So specifically just asking like, what do you guys want to learn? We always try to cater as much to that as we can. But then we also have, maybe one or two industry pros come on and talk throughout the month. We'll usually do a main training session about rhyme or whatever the monthly theme is. And so that's the kickoff party. It's super fun. We always share wins from the previous month, and
we have a good time.
Yeah, it's a great time. So as you can see, how to write better hooks, that's our kind of theme for July heading into this next month. So we've got a main training session planned for next week, how to write better hooks.
Yeah.
Keep scrolling down. More
Coffee
coffee
chats.
chats, of course. We've got a training session coming up.
Speed co-writing. Maybe talk about speed co-writing. This is quickly rising to the top in terms of favorite community events.
Yeah, so I'd heard a lot of feedback about, not even feedback, more so just like people saying, I think maybe speed co-writing could be really fun. And the more I thought about it, the more I was like, why don't we just try it? So we're still kind of testing the waters with the best way to do it, but we've had a couple of speed co-writes and they've been so fun. Everybody loves them. So we're definitely going to continue doing that, if not once a month, but maybe even twice a month. We're just going to kind of play that one by ear. But basically the speed co-writes is like we all get on Zoom, and Zoom randomly splits everybody up into, I think, groups of 3 typically is what we try to do, depending on how many people attend. And we do like a speed co-write of like 30 minutes. And it's like you have 30 minutes to like write a really awesome hook. And sometimes we'll give you like a song starter. Sometimes we'll give you like like a theme or a word or something like that. And that's always been super fun to hear the different interpretations of different words and stuff like that. So that's been super fun. So we'll do 30-minute and then we'll come back together and we'll break up again and we'll do another 30 minutes with different people. So you kind of leave the speed co-write with almost like 2 song starters basically. And a lot of these people have set up co-writes outside of the session to finish those co-writes. And then it's like, well, man, you've got one finished song or 2 finished songs or whatever from the speed co-write. But it's just an awesome way to network, meet people that you didn't before, get a co-write in for the month. It's super fun. And so I host that with Maggie Youngs, who I'm sure y'all will hear about very soon. But so their speed co-write, it's awesome. Highly recommend.
highly recommend. We do a monthly networking session as well, which is super fun.
Yes, our monthly networking session, that is a similar situation. We do this on a platform called Wonder, and you have your little profile icon. You can just kind of zoom around and get connected with other people. And it's also, I don't want to say there's an agenda because there's really not, but we always give you questions like prompts almost to like ask each other. You can get in, little groups of 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to like 15 people if you want to all like get in a circle and just talk about where you're from and what your goals are. And if you liked the theme for the month, and if you're, part of the challenge and all kinds of fun stuff, and maybe even schedule a co-write by the end of it. So the networking is always really fun.
Super fun
to meet other people.
Pitch to publisher sessions.
Yeah.
This is this is a really fun one. We often get asked, well, how do I get my stuff? I've got my songs. I'm coming in with maybe a catalog of songs, or I have a lot of experience writing, but I can't get them in front of any industry people who can maybe do something with them. Well, we're trying to create a environment not only for new songwriters, but for where established industry pros can come in and listen to your songs. And so that's what these pitch to publisher sessions are all about. So we're going to be doing a couple of those coming up at the end of July. That's a really exciting opportunity.
Yeah, just in time for you to get in Song Chasers and write your songs and pitch them. So
it's not something that we get to do all the time. We've done a few of them so far, but we're definitely doing one this month. So
it might be more of like a quarterly thing, but it's definitely something you have to kind of prepare for just a little bit. So
exactly,
the more time, the better sometimes.
Yeah, and awesome. It's cool to read. Suzanne says speed co-writes are a great way to meet people you haven't met yet. Thanks for changing up some of the times and days too.
Yeah, that's another thing is, it is hard to cater to everybody with times and dates, of course. Like not everybody's going to be able to attend every single event, and that's totally okay because we have replays of everything. There is a training and event replay section which we can go to next.
Yeah, you want to jump over there?
Yeah, totally.
So we've got our trainings.
So right under that, you can literally go and see we've got Song Chasers trainings, coffee chats, our kickoff parties, and our song sharing sessions. And eventually there will probably be other categories as well. But you can kind of see we've already added a couple in here. January goal setting, we had Tara Simon come on, we had Watch Me Work, we had a Logic one, Melody Mastery, Nashville Numbers, networking. We've had so many trainings already in 2022, and you can literally go back and watch all of them. So if you happen to be working, or if you just had to miss a session, we record it and you can go back and watch it.
Well, and this is what's becoming quickly a huge piece of the value in Song Chasers, is literally just the library of this content that we're amassing that you literally cannot get anywhere else except for in this community. These trainings are just super, super high value. And obviously, if you're on them live, you're able to ask questions, and it's even more, there's even more value. But we realize that people are in different time zones, and you're not going to be able to make all of them. So that's why we work really hard to make sure everything is edited and put up for replay.
Yeah. So that's an awesome section.
The copy
go
chats.
watch any of our copy chats. Are all labeled by dates.
If you want to just binge through our copy chats, there's some fun stuff. You'll learn something and you'll be entertained.
That is for sure.
Song sharing sessions, we've got the replays of those. Maybe you can talk about song sharing sessions. We didn't talk about those yet.
Yeah, for sure. So how we've done those thus far, as you can kind of see, like April song sharing with bronze and silver, and then April song sharing with gold and platinum. We've kind of broken it up just because there are a lot of people in Song Chasers right now, and that means a lot of songs to go through. And so breaking it up into two different sections made the most sense for us. So everybody basically, I would have posts that would go up, once a month. That would be like, here's the submission for the song sharing, and everybody would post their MP3 and their PDF of their lyrics, and I would organize that and get that all set up. And then typically X and I will get on a song sharing session for about 2 hours, and we will just like crank through all of the songs that were submitted for the month. And we'll usually give, a piece of critique and a piece of encouragement, and just, it's song feedback. So it's always really awesome, but you can also get feedback in the chat while we're on Zoom from all the other community members. So it's a really awesome time, just getting to listen to what everybody's doing and just kind of hearing, something that's really awesome about it, but also getting some like really constructive, feedback on it,
Exactly.
So
very fun.
It's a great time.
Very fun. So obviously we talked about our kickoff parties already. And we're going to also, let's see, we've got our music resource database. This is just an awesome database of different kinds of templates, email encouragements, printable resources, lots of really, really good stuff within here. And we're going to be adding to that over time.
Oh yeah, awesome. Yeah, goal setting stuff.
Goal setting,
rhyming charts, all the things. So that's a really awesome place to do that as well.
Should we talk about badge applications, or do you want to skip over that for now?
So I guess the one thing that will be kind of shifting, obviously, if you haven't been in Mighty Networks, this is completely new, and so totally cool. If you are in Mighty Networks, here it is. So the way bronze, silver, gold will be shifting a little bit. Like I said, it's going to be more quantitative versus qualitative. And so basically right here, you can see badge applications. You've got bronze, silver, and gold, and then you have the badge requirements. And if you want to pull up badge requirements, you can go to that link, and it'll take you. So obviously you can see it says coming soon. We're still kind of building that out, but when you do get in the app, these will be fully fleshed out, and you can kind of see, oh, well, this is what's required to get a bronze badge or a silver badge or a gold badge. And it's all obviously going to be quantitative, which with this, like, you've written this many songs, you've co-written this many songs, you've independently written this many songs, you have this many high quality demos.
Well, and it's an objective way to see, has this person done the work? It's not just good or bad. It's like, hey, if this person wrote 100 songs, it means they're probably a lot more serious than somebody who's written 2 songs, right?
Right, exactly. So this is just a way to kind of, show that. We did not want it to be qualitative. There will be definitely things down the road that will show that as well. And I do want to mention that this is totally optional. You do not have to apply for any of the badges if you don't want to, but it is a great way to just kind of like if you really want something to work towards and you really want, something to show for all the songs that you've written, this is also a great way to do that as well. So
For
this
sure.
could be something really fun for you, but
Yeah,
you don't have to.
absolutely.
um,
TrackSuite Pro.
TrackSuite Pro, yeah. Do you want to talk about TrackSuite Pro a little bit?
Yeah, so TrackSuite Pro is really, really exciting. It's still in the early stages, but it's an amazing tool that people are able to access to start building really, really good sounding music beds to write to. And you can filter by tempo, by key, by type of instrument, and without having to learn how to become a sound engineer or a music producer or a great musician who has to play in time on with a click, know how to set up mics and all that stuff. You can just click a button or click a few buttons and get going on a great sounding demo using TrackSuite Pro. So I could do an entire hour just on TrackSuite Pro alone. I'm not going to do that today, but just suffice it to say, that's an awesome little Easter egg that a lot of people probably don't even know that is in Song Chasers.
But it is totally included.
But it's there. It's there.
It is a part of Song Chasers.
Yeah. So I think that is, for the most part, where we're at with Song Chasers, right?
Yeah, obviously you can kind of see on that menu, you can obviously go to support and FAQs, like you can contact us. And also there are frequently asked questions about specific things. If you have tech questions or questions about our company or, questions about billing, it's all here. And then if you go back, you can also see Song Chasers Basics as well. And that that'll just be kind of like videos about like how-tos. Obviously they're not there yet, but it'll be just like all of the like welcome videos and just like walking you through step by step what the community is and how to kind of go about that. So yeah, and there's obviously like a billing place on the menu as well if you need to.
Yeah, and it's all within this one platform, which is really nice because it's before it was just, it felt like things were all over the place, and just it's really easy to find. So no more confusion.
Yeah,
so I'm excited.
I'm
Are you excited?
Oh yeah. I'm super excited.
Are you guys excited in the chat? I'm seeing some excitement out there. See, looks like Dave is saying TrackSuite Pro is a great way to get started with making demos. Suzanne says, welcome Patricia and all the new folks. You are going to love Song Chasers. That's awesome. I'm so glad to hear that. Awesome. So yeah, that in a nutshell is the app.
Yeah. Do you want to stop sharing? We can kind of take some questions.
Yeah, we can take some questions for sure. Absolutely. We'll stop my screen share. Yeah, if you guys have any questions at all, go ahead and type them in the Zoom chat or in the YouTube chat, and we'll hang for a couple more minutes before we sign off. But thank you all for being on here with our unveiling. Today.
It's just a little teaser. Obviously, like you kind of get to see how the app works and the platform looks, but
and you're the first people to see it. You can tell it's like it's under construction, right? You're the first person walking through the building. You got your hard hats on.
But we are working on it now, so it will be ready for you guys for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Caitlin's beyond excited. Christian says, "Oh yeah." Suzanne, go back and look through the question. The app looks awesome. Let's see. Great work. We'll get into more on the details about the costs and everything in a little bit. What is the app name?
It's called Song Chasers.
It's just called Song Chasers. Yeah. Song Chasers. So will Mighty Networks be gone and will all the info come over from it?
There will be more info released about this, and we'll get information specifically to you guys in Mighty Networks about all of that. Just know that will be coming in the next week or so. So yeah, it sounds like a lot of people are asking that. Yeah, Mighty Networks will be we will be switching to this new app. That is what's going to be happening. Yeah,
for sure. What tool was the Pro for music? That's called TrackSuite Pro. TrackSuite Pro. So that's built right into the platform. Excited to see and play. Nick says, sounds like a great project. Let's see, Christian, have a song I wrote a few weeks ago. I feel like I just need help recording and releasing it, and hoping to release it this year. Just confused. Well, hey, you're in the right place.
Yeah.
Song Chasers is the place where you can ask all those questions and find the answers and find the people to help you with it. Cool, Jared, received your emails, but I guess I didn't realize I hadn't joined the Song Chasers community. Just sent my request and hope to join soon.
Yeah, we're
Awesome.
gonna be opening it up in the next couple of days, so y'all will definitely be hearing more from us. If you don't already, like, follow us on social media, all of those things, that we are going to be kind of just like blasting you guys with information about this. If y'all want in, now is the time. So
For
yeah.
sure. Yeah, and you
don't
don't
wanna
have
miss
to
out.
don't have to do anything today. We don't
Yeah,
have
not today.
There's nowhere to even get it today. But
This is just a little sneak
we're just
peek.
showing you,
Yeah.
just showing you under the hood a little bit. So can GarageBand stems be imported to TrackSuite Pro? It'd be the other way around. You can import TrackSuite Pro files into GarageBand to work on your projects. But yes, they do work well together. TrackSuite Pro. Join. Jared says app looks amazing. Would love to add it and join.
Yeah, very soon. Very, very soon.
And yes, I'm a butterfly. We'll need to switch from Mighty Networks to stay in Song Chasers.
We will
are
give you, if
making the
you're in
switch.
Song Chasers, we will give you all the information, I promise,
Yeah.
on how to do that. It's gonna be super easy.
Yep.
Super easy transition. We're preparing for that, I promise.
For sure. Anything else you want to say, Riley?
No, I'm super pumped. I think, there are lots of reasons to join Song Chasers, but I hope, just the app alone is probably such a great reason to be a part of it. But like you said, the community, the accountability, all of the perks, just to hang out with us on coffee chats, it's just a lot of fun stuff.
Well, it's a way to find your people. I think
Yeah.
that's so much of it is everybody wants to find their people, find their community, find their tribe of co-writers and people who are of like mind, because that's so important. I don't know anybody who's been successful in music at all without a tribe, without a community. So for this is going to become that for a lot of people out there who are watching this.
Yeah, for sure. I can't tell you how many people in Song Chasers already have just felt like they've become family already. And what's been really cool to watch too is, we have our Music Makers Boot Camp, and Song Chasers obviously launched back in September. And so everybody that has been a part of Song Chasers kind of developed those relationships and those connections. And then when we release the boot camp, something really cool with Song Chasers is you do get first access to the boot camp tickets and at a special discount. So that's just another perk of Song Chasers, is getting to come to our boot camp, at a lesser price. But when we got to the boot camp, it was like all the Song Chasers people were already just so
like a family reunion
attached. Yeah, it was just so cute to see everybody. It was just like, I feel like I already know you. Like, it's just such a cool thing to see. So that was just another thing. But for those of you asking about the price, Song Chasers is $49 a month. So that it is a subscription service. And basically we're going to be launching this, on Tuesday. It's going to happen next week, but it's only going to be open for just a couple of days, and then it's going to shut down for a little bit. So the time is next week. That is when this is happening. So if you want to get in, check your email, check our social media, all of the places. We'll be texting you, we won't let you miss it. This is when it's happening. And so, if you want to talk about the pitch to publisher thing with the survey, that's kind of
so
a big thing.
One of the big, when we talked a little bit earlier about the pitch to publisher event, that we sent out a survey earlier on and gave a bunch of options of, okay, well, what would be most valuable? What's the thing that would help you the most? And so the pitch to publisher event really was at the top, out of hundreds and hundreds of responses. People really wanted the opportunity to pitch their song to a publisher. And so that's why we created this event. That's why we're doing it at the end of this month. It's in the month of July. We're going to be having 2 separate sessions, just in case you can't make the time. You can make one or the other. And this is going to be an opportunity to pitch your song directly to a Music Row pro industry publisher who will get to hear your song, listen to it, maybe give you some feedback, and you'll be able to make that connection and that first relationship point. So
Yeah.
that's really exciting. We listen to you. That's why we're doing that this month. And it's a little perk if you're hopping in this month, you'll get to be a part of that because it's in it'll be in the first few weeks of your membership. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's super exciting. Vanessa's asking if there's a process for inviting people. Vanessa, for Mighty Networks people, we are going to give you all of that information. If you're talking about like more referrals, we can also talk about that in Mighty Networks as well. But we will give you all of that information, I promise.
Yeah.
So
awesome. Super, super excited. Keep this video up for a while so that we can view what we may have missed.
Absolutely. This video is going to stay on our YouTube channel so that you can rewatch it. So yeah.
And if you're not already subscribed to that, go ahead and do that. Hit the subscribe button. But this video will stay up on there. So this has been fun getting to give people a little bit of a sneak peek, and we're just at the beginning. It's only going to get better from here. And the more of you that join it, the better it's going to get. So we're excited. Look out for the announcement and the launch over the next few weeks. This Tuesday, I believe you said it's going to be unveiling. And so you'll be getting emails in your inbox, on our social media. You'll see it everywhere. You won't be able to miss it. And so look out for that, and you'll find out exactly how to get in and become a part of Song Chasers.
Yeah.
So
we hope you'll join us.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, y'all have an amazing rest of your Thursday. We're gonna try and knock out some. We got to film some content here.
Yeah.
So let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, y'all are amazing. Thanks for being here on this live stream.